Welcome to another Do Not Disturb dog walk. Kimberley Reserve. Well, we came here because I hear that this is a place where a lot of people come to park up and camp with their motorhomes. I think you're even allowed to bring tents. This person here is obviously in a car. Quigley. Yeah, so that's my main motivation for coming here. It was suggested to us actually a couple of years ago now. We broke down in Levin. It was just the wheel, one of the wheels fell apart. A 3-piece rim wheel on our old Bedford house bus. And so it wasn't a quick fix, you know. So I thought at first, oh, it's just a flat tyre, sweet, we'll call the tyre guy. And the tyre guy came and he was like, no, the whole wheel is obliterated, or part of it's missing anyway. It had ejected itself from the bus and caused some damage and blah blah blah. So anyway, I had to order a new wheel delivered down from up country somewhere. It was going to take a few days, and so I parked us up in this little car park next to the Levin Adventure Park, and I emailed the local government and I informed them that we were stuck there waiting for parts, etc. And I don't think the place is designated as prohibited for camping, so to speak, but it doesn't really need to be because it's not the greatest place to stay. But we were basically stuck there for many days until the bus could be repaired and back on the road. Anyway, when I emailed the council, they said, are you sure you can't drive to Kimberley Reserve? And I was like, oh, I'll have a look. I looked it up on the map and I replied, no, that's too far. I mean, technically we had 3 good wheels on the rear axle of the bus and we could have maybe driven here. You know, 3 out of 4 ain't bad when it comes to wheels. But I just decided, nah, and then it'll be far from civilization. And hey, but this is the place, and that's why I'm here, because of that suggestion from the government, the local authorities. This is a perfectly acceptable place to come and bring your motorhome and park up. Good, eh? There are a few people here. Caravan over here. Another camper van over there. A couple of people in little class 1 vehicles. It's good. There's a tent. Anyway, Quigley and I are on day 2 of our regular cross-country freight truck mission. And it's the end of the day too. Got all the work done for today, and now it's just the last bit to do, the drive home after this. I'm feeling a bit tired. Like when I get home, I'm just going to want to kick my shoes off and relax. So the reason I mention that is because I was almost on the verge of going, can't be bothered going for a walk. Me and Quigley have been for other walks already today during the day, not on the record. But I decided that, you know what, I think this walk is going to re-energise me. I've just been staring at the highway driving down it, you know. It's time to get a bit of exercise and fresh air. Hey, Quigley. Hey, my dog. Well, I'll tell you what, now that I've seen this place, I think it's great. I'd love to come back. I wonder what it's like when it's really busy. Like, I can imagine there's so much empty space here that people could park up and camp. And I can imagine with a big space like this, at certain times of the year, it'll get quite busy, full of peoples and campings. Yeah, I'm relatively directionless at the moment, just following Quigley. It feels a bit like we're doing a perimeter walk of the reserve. That's alright. Over here, along this tree line on the other side of it, is the Ohau River. Somebody's lost a hat. Is that a hat? I'm sure it has better form than that normally, but it's probably been in the weather a bit. It is quite a nice hat. What do you think? That's someone's very lovely hat. Maybe one day they will come and find it and reclaim it. Looks like that's a little fire pit. Yep, someone's had a little fire right there. Interesting. Come on, Quigs. Alright, well, I'll get the usual things out of the way, the stuff that I say every episode, so that I can stop stressing about needing to say that. It's not stressful, I'm just joking. Every episode I reiterate the same guidelines and housekeeping quality assurance guidelines is what I sort of think of them as. You can rest assured that these things don't happen on this YouTube channel. The first slogan is, never mind the 6 o'clock news. And that slogan means what it sounds like. I generally, record these dog walks for you all, and I just want you to be assured that, I talk too much, but I'm not going to talk about dumb stuff. And to me, anything that's on the 6 o'clock news is dumb stuff. And the point of that is that we are creating these dog walks as a safe space for you to come to and just enjoy dog walking for what dog walking's about. And, good mental health, exercise, fresh air, beautiful scenery, all of that stuff. And that's pretty much enough. That's all we need to talk about. So, yeah, I basically mean I'm not going to get carried away talking about all sorts of other random, irrelevant crap. Hey, speaking of crap, the second slogan is, show us the poop. Show us the poop. No, the reason, it's a reverse psychology slogan, right? I imagine you guys could jump in the comments and complain that you don't get to see my dog poop on the dog walks. You don't get to see me picking up the poop either. So if you're mad about it, feel free to jump in the comments and tell us. Type in, show us the poop, because you're mad that you don't get to see the poop. You want the full dog experience, but too bad you're not getting it because of our rules and guidelines. We don't show you the poop. And that's why we have the slogan, show us the poop. Maybe one day, when we get famous enough to warrant selling t-shirts, it'll be a picture of Quigley's face and the slogan, show us the poop. Maybe. Maybe people won't want to wear that because it says that. Maybe people will wear it because it says that. Hey, you never know. I can imagine that. And then when you're wearing the Quigley Woggles t-shirt with the slogan, "Show us the poop" on it, people will ask, why does it say "Show us the poop"? And you can explain to them, because you're very upset that you don't get to see poop on the dog walk recordings. If you want to know what it smells like today, it smells like freshly mowed grass. Yep. A bug has landed on my sunglasses. Look at it. Can you see that? He's gone now. It's gone now. I can't gender a bug unless I know for sure what if it has a gender. Oh. I can hear the river. We haven't really found it. This is obviously a tributary stream into it. We need to find the river, the actual river. I'm sure we'll find it if we look hard enough. Quigley's looking at something else. What are you doing? Here, how do I? Yeah. Quigley. Good boy. Yep, so this is us. If it's your first time watching, every other episode is pretty much the same as this, except the scenery changes. We go to different kinds of places, mostly beaches, bushwalks, mountain trails, and every now and again, only every now and again, do we do something different from that, like going to do a street walk. I'm not a big fan of street walk. I like to get away from all the vehicles and traffic, especially since in my professional life I am traffic every day. And on that note, I want you all to know that as much as I love my job and the people that I work with, pretty cool little family we are pretty much at my work, as much as I love it and I'm pretty much addicted to the road, I'm pretty keen to give up my job if this YouTube channel could support our lifestyle. That's my dream for you all out there, all around the world, to just send me $1, just $1, to say thanks for all of the amazing dog walk recordings we've made. Maybe $1 for every one you watch if you're feeling generous. And if you have lots of money, well, you could send us lots. That'd be good. Yep. And then because we live in a house bus and we didn't make a bus life channel, we made a dog walk channel. But I'm just saying that it is still the facts that we live in a bus and we'd like to travel the country. Because getting the bus is is the dream achieved, really. But travelling the country, wild and free, is our dream. And of course, if you support the channel, then you'll be helping us towards that dream. And then our content can only get better and better, especially since I'll get a whole lot of hours of my life back. And instead of spending them on a slave for a wage job, I can spend it on making great content for you all. And not just this YouTube channel too. It'll get to a point where I imagine, once the income stream is as phenomenal as I dream of, I'm going to be like, hey, I've got this whole nother channel now, guys. Because I've got plans for other things too, and other art projects and creativity. So I feel like I'm just starting out with the YouTube channel, seeing where it takes us. This YouTube channel. It's about all I have time for at the moment. I like it. It's a great creative endeavour. All I'm really doing is recording what we would be doing anyway, except I guess I don't walk around talking to myself. I put a camera on and I feel like talking because I know that people might watch and maybe listening. I'm pretty excited about just how many watch hours we get. Like when I read the analytics, I'm like, wow, that's so good. I can't believe that so many people have watched. We're only less than a year old, just about to have our first anniversary of the channel, of these recordings I should say, because I did start the channel a little bit earlier than a year ago. A little bit, is that the right way to say it? The channel is a little bit older. I created the channel and then I was like, now what do I do with it? For a little while. And then I decided, I know, I should go out and record dog walks every day. And that's what I'm doing, except it's hard to do it every day, I figured out. So that's why I call it almost everyday dog walks. Quigley. Yeah. Hi, mate. Goody. Yeah. Quigs. Yeah. Hi, mate. Yeah. Hey, wants to... Well, your dog doesn't want to know about it, so that's all good. Come on, Quigley. Oh. I do believe that there are some kind of, maybe some forest walk trails around here. I'm not sure about that side, but over here, I mean, it looks like we could go traipsing around in there, but it's not really official trails. Anyway, we're just looking around. Yeah, so I think I walked Quigley around for 2 years before I started recording. And during those 2 years, every time I went walking with Quigley, I thought, I really need to record this. And I used to get my phone out and hold it like this and film. Look, I'm walking my dog, da 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 da. And it wasn't until I realised that wearing the camera is the ideal that then it finally clicked. And also I have to say that buying this watch also was a huge motivator, mostly because I turned it on and I was like, oh, I can control the camera with the watch, wow, that's amazing. And it is, because while I'm wearing the camera it's actually difficult to operate, but not if I can control it with this. So that's always been pretty cool. Honestly, I only really called it Do Not Disturb Dog Walks because I like to put the phone on Do Not Disturb when we're recording so that we're not interrupted. No one can phone and stop the record. No one can call me and stop the recording. Messages don't go or make any notification tones. This way. But I also have leaned fully into the whole Do Not Disturb slogan, I should say, and realizing that symbolically Do Not Disturb means a lot of cool stuff, like hopefully none of our content is disturbing to you. Also, we don't go out of our way to disturb others. In fact, on dog walks I like it to be just me and Quigley as much as possible, but it's inevitable that we will meet people on our travels. And so that's turned into something cool too, because on these long dog recordings you'll find that there's another playlist I've created in the channel called Encounters, because when I encounter people and have good conversations and impromptu spontaneous playtimes with other dogs and things like that, I like to edit those down to little excerpts and publish them again. Just so there is this magical playlist of all these fun times where we've met people on our travels. So if you're interested, if you haven't found it yet, check out that playlist. Oh, we found a bit of forest walk, that's good. I like it, it's nice and cool in here. Yeah, so if you're watching from a very cold part of the world because it's winter where you are, I guess you might need to be informed that it's summer. I mean, you can tell, you look at it, it's summer. Everyone looks hot. Everyone's surfing and swimming in their swimsuits and the sun is out. Well, it's pretty interesting because we started the channel about this time last year, and it was a grueling way to get started because of the winter. We're descending into winter, and all of the filthy, treacherous weather that comes with that. But the winter weather did not turn me off continuing with making content for the channel. I just keep doing it, no matter what. Rain, hail or snow. Actually, that's not true. Actually, rain I don't mind, and I don't think the recording equipment minds either. It can get a little bit wet, but it's the wind. And we happen to live in a very windy region of the country, famous for its winds. So there's some days where we've just been cowering in the house bus, sheltering from the shit. Wishing we could go out and record a dog walk. There's been many of those days. But anyway, this is episode 202. So I recorded more days than I didn't, considering there's 365 days in a year, and we made 200 recordings, just over 200 recordings by the time the year's up. Anyway, what's half of 365? 180. So if I just did it, if I called it every second day dog walks, we'd be great. We're golden. And I would love to make content every day if I could. That was I'm not the greatest at maths, so I don't figure things out all the way. If you noticed, I said, what's half of 365? 180 or something like that. Because that's as hard as I can be bothered thinking. Wow, this is nice. I'm listening to the cool bird sounds and thinking I should shut up so you guys can listen to it. It's ruined though by someone operating a chainsaw or something in the distance. Quigley, I just looked over here and I'm really tempted to just come and stand over here and see what we can see. Oh, well, that's quite a big drop. No, it's not that big, but it is a way to fall if you fell down there. Wouldn't want to go do cartwheels down there. My favourite saying. Any regular viewer might know if you've seen other episodes where I've said that. We're getting a bit tangled, eh, Quigs? Oh, hurrah. Sometimes I expect the long line to get tangled up and then it doesn't, and it's like, yay! Oh, some doggos. Hello. It's okay. You see,
we keep him busy because he's the best silly of our dogs.
I think my dog might have DNA of dogs like yours.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm not really sure. He's short-haired, obviously, but...
Yeah.
Gorgeous, isn't it?
He's lovely. It's a nice long lead.
You're a
Isn't it?
nice dog, aren't
It's a
you?
great lead you got there.
You're a good dog.
Yeah.
It's okay it's okay most of the time, but it gets caught up in some places.
Yeah, the harnesses are great, but they can be tricky.
Oh, I'm talking about the long line.
The long line,
lines,
yeah.
Yeah, but they're good too. We've had all the above, but we find... Oh, honey, that got you. Went this way. One of them's pretty good, and the other one only follows the ball, so...
Yeah, we got one like that.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, we got a bulldog, ball obsessed. But that's good.
You're wired up to go.
Oh, yeah. I record all my dog walks.
Do you?
Well, not all of them, but a lot of them.
Okay. Good on then.
Just for the sake of sharing with everyone.
Yeah, nice.
Okay.
Nice. Douglas, don't jump up on people. What's your dog called?
His name's Quigley.
Quigley.
Yeah.
Good boy.
He's lovely.
See you, boy.
He's a beautiful dog.
Thank you.
Enjoy your walk, mate.
Thank you. See ya.
See ya.
Oh, there you go. I look like I'm all wired up. That's a new one. Look, that's actually, let me tell you this. I'm pretty sure that's the first time anyone has ever mentioned the camera that's proudly displayed on my chest. Hikoi. Nobody's ever asked. There was one time where I was wearing it, but I didn't have it recording, and a guy said, "You're not recording, are you?" And I said, "Actually, right now, no, I'm not. Just so happens that I'm not. I could be, but I'm not." It was kind of one of those moments. So, I mean, that didn't happen on recording, but that's one moment I remember. Someone mentioning it. Where are we, Quigley? I'm feeling really lost. I just know we're really far away from where we started. Oh, I'm so stoked this bushwalk's here though. It's nice to be in the shade. Away from the sunshine. There was another time I was wearing the camera but not recording, and I was talking to a lady and her, you know, we were fussing over her dog. She had a very old dog, I remember that. And I told her, "Oh, just so you know, I'm not recording right now." And she said, oh, good, because I wouldn't appreciate being recorded. Anyway, my position on the matter is that we're not making offensive content or making people look bad unless they make themselves look bad. You know, we're out in public, the law permits it, and it's good. You know, people don't want to be recorded, then their choice is to leave. But it's the same as being witnessed by another person, you know. If you don't, you know. Anyway, I don't want to over-explain it. Recording device or no recording device doesn't. You're in public, and if you don't want to be recorded, then you shouldn't be in public, kind of thing. Anyway, I think that people are allowed to make a kind request that that video of themselves is not broadcast, etc., etc. And it's, but they can't. There's no law that says they can demand it. So anyway, like I said, we make non-offensive content, and you know, it's all wholesome and beautiful, and I believe in kindness and gratitude, and when we meet people in the world, that's what we share. It's good. And saying that, if we ever have a dog fight, like if a dog ever attacks my dog, like, I mostly say it like that because I'm pretty sure my dog wouldn't attack another dog, not viciously and angrily, because he's just too much of a kind, beautiful soul for that. But if we did end up in a bit of a scrappy dog fight, I'm pretty sure that I would choose not to put that online on the channel. Same for offensive people. I think that's probably the best way to get yourself not broadcast on the Adventures of Quigley Woggles YouTube channel. You would just have to swear profusely and be angry and violent, and then that's it. You're not allowed on my channel. That's how I look at it. That's not an invitation, by the way. And this whole line of thinking has got me thinking about how there's a lot of milestones or events that haven't happened, like the fact that I've slipped and slided quite a few times on some of the treacherous walks we've been on, but I have not yet fallen over. But as soon as I fall over while I'm recording, I'm going to have a big song and dance about it and go, oh look, I've finally fallen over. I'm waiting for that day. But I'm pretty sure-footed, so the chances are pretty slim. What else? Oh yeah, every recording that we've made, I have uploaded. We haven't made any recordings and then not uploaded them, if you know what I mean. There's only been one incident where the camera had a glitch and I thought I was recording, but then it only created a file that couldn't be played. So that feels like a forever lost episode of... It's only happened once. I don't know what caused the glitch. I'm not even sure how to reproduce that problem. I just know that something went wrong. I don't think it was battery life. I don't think it ran out of battery. Yeah, maybe it ran out of memory. I don't know. I haven't run it out of memory before. Oh, yes I have. It stopped. It just normally stops and saves the files. So I don't know why it didn't record that one particular dog walk. The forever lost episode. But yeah, we upload everything we record, which is pretty cool. I feel like that's authentic and honest, and I don't back down from anything. I don't look at it and go, oh, that's dumb. I'm not going to even bother uploading that. Sometimes I feel a bit like that, but I upload it anyway. Yeah. Well, I have to say, where are we at on the recording? 35 minutes. That's long enough. I have a 30-minute minimum for our long recorded dog walks. Our recorded long dog walks is probably how I should have said that. And, you know, a goal of no more than an hour most times, except for special events where things have been much too awesome and exciting to stop recording, so we've gone a bit over time, got too much footage in the can. Sometimes I do a bit of editing and try and get the time down, but most of the time I just like to make a recording and not have to mess with it and upload it. That's the goal. Ka pai, kuri. Alright, well, believe it or not, we're pretty much back to where we started. I can feel it. And that means I'm going to say goodbye and say thank you for watching this episode 202. I don't always remember the numbers, but we just recently celebrated recording episode 200, which is a milestone achieved, I have to say. Yeehaw! Yeah, so stoked about that. It's not broadcasting until this time in 2026, by the way, at the soonest, mostly because it contains private information that we're not ready to share. That's how I made episode 200 a special episode. I stuck it in the lost episodes playlist along with the bunch of other ones which are broadcasting 1 year after the fact, just to put a little bit of time in between the recording and the publishing. Oh, here we go. That's the fellow with the little golden dog. I think so. Don't see your dog. Have you got a dog?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little brown one.
Yeah, I saw you before. That's
He's
right.
over there somewhere. In the bush somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. Hello. Yeah.
Oh, he's a he. I thought it was a she when I
Yes,
saw before.
My one's a she.
Oh, it is, right.
No, she's in there, so she'll be hiding because there's a big dog there.
Oh, yeah. We just seen another couple of big dogs that way.
That way.
Yeah.
Oh,
But they were going this way. So I'm not sure if you met them or not.
haven't yet.
Okay. Ka pai. Quigley, hikoi. Yeah. That's it. Didn't I say I was going to finish the recording and then I just carried on blathering and skiting, didn't I? But yes, no, truly, it's time to end the recording and for me and Quigley to get on back into that big old freight truck and do the last most of 2 hours of driving back home. Yeah. So, anyway, not much more to say. Yep, scanning my brain for more. There's always more. That's why I talk from beginning to end of some episodes, because I've got so much that I want to share, and it's all about our hopes and dreams, basically. Oh! Where's your spidey senses, Quigley? That was he's usually pretty good, got a pretty good read on which direction I'm going to go, but that time he just totally... I didn't fall over, obviously, but I felt like I stood on his paw a little bit, and that's not good. Okay, cool. Here we are, back to where we started, pretty much. The ablution block and everything. Yeah, so I'm going to say thank you for watching, and obviously we're about to go on this episode, and we've had enough for today, but if you haven't had enough, there are hundreds of hours of dog walks on our YouTube channel. So if you made it all the way to the end of this one, you probably wouldn't mind watching another one. So I would encourage you to please do so. And that'd be awesome. And if you own a cafe or a doctor's waiting room with a big screen for putting mind-numbing stuff on for people to watch, even if you don't have the sound on, I would encourage you to grab the Do Not Disturb Dog Walks playlist and play it back for your customers on shuffle. That'd be good. Just shuffle the whole lot. Play it for hours and hours and hours. That'd be, I'd really appreciate that if you would. Yeah, that's it. I've got to go. I say thank you for watching and see you on the next one.